What if the place you retold will keep you safest after 60 is quietly increasing the very risks you fear most? Many older Americans believe that nursing homes are a last, protective step, clean, monitored, and designed to prevent decline. But there's a gap between what people believe and what actually happens behind closed doors. The clues are subtle at first: a loss of appetite, faster weakness, a sudden fog in the mind. Something important is missing from the story, and most people only realize it when it's too late. Here's the first hint. According to U.S. aging surveys, the average older adult enters a nursing facility already walking, talking, and managing some daily tasks. Within months, many need more help than before. If these places were purely protective, that pattern wouldn't repeat across millions of residents, yet it does. The mystery ain't whether nursing homes help in emergencies, they do. The mystery is why long-term outcomes so often worsen. To understand why, we have to trace the cause and effect timeline that leads here. The origins of this issue begin in early adulthood. In the 20s and 30s, independence is built through repeated decision-making, choosing when to eat, move, socialize, rest. These daily choices strengthen not just muscles, but brain circuits tied to motivation and resilience. The cause is autonomy, the effect is adaptability. Most people never realize that independence itself is a form of training. Changes start quietly in the 40s, responsibilities pile up, routines narrow, and stress increases. Many adults begin outsourcing decisions, meals, schedules, even health choices. Research in behavioral aging shows that when decision-making decreases, cognitive flexibility declines years later. This doesn't cause immediate harm, but it lays the groundwork. The cause is gradual passivity, the effect is reduced mental and physical reserve. The shift after 65 is where the risk accelerates. Health issues appear, mobility slows, and families begin thinking in terms of safety first. Nursing homes are often presented as the safest option for someone who is old and alone. What's rarely discussed is that safety protocols often reduce movement, choice, and stimulation. National data shows that residents in institutional care spend over 80% of their day sedentary. The hidden risk is not neglect, it's overprotection. Then comes the breaking point. When the problem becomes visible, muscle loss accelerates. Studies show that older adults can lose up to 10% of their muscle mass in the first year of institutional living. Cognitive decline often speeds up as well. Rates of depression in nursing homes are significantly higher than among seniors living in the community. The cause is environmental restriction. The effect is rapid decline that looks like aging, but isn't inevitable. This is where the hidden dangers begin to surface. One danger is accelerated physical decline. Limited movement, rigid schedules, and fear of falls often lead to less walking, not more. Falls still happen, but now the body is weaker when they do. Another is cognitive shrinkage. Reduced novelty and fewer meaningful conversations deprive the brain of stimulation. American studies show higher rates of dementia progression in institutional settings compared to supported home environments. A third danger is medication overload. Nursing home residents are far more likely to be prescribed multiple psychoactive medications. These can increase confusion, fall risk, and even mortality. The intent is management, the effect is often suppression. The fourth danger is emotional isolation. Being surrounded by people is not the same as feeling connected. Many residents report loneliness despite constant proximity to others. Loneliness itself is linked to higher mortality than obesity or smoking in older adults. The fifth danger is infection exposure. Shared spaces increase the spread of respiratory and gastrointestinal infections. CDC data consistently shows higher infection rates in long-term care facilities than in community living. The sixth danger is loss of personal identity. Uniform routines erase individuality. When older adults stop making choices, they often stop asserting needs. This can look like compliance, but it's actually withdrawal. The seventh danger is financial erosion. Nursing home care in the U.S. can exceed $90,000 per year. Savings disappear quickly, limiting future choices and increasing stress for both seniors and families. The fallout touches every area of life. Health declines faster, money drains away, and lifestyle narrows to survival rather than living. Families are often shocked, asking how someone who seems stable declines so quickly. The answer is rarely one dramatic event, it's cumulative cause and effect. So, why do many seniors and families still default to nursing homes? Because of failed fixes rooted in old advice. For decades, institutional care was framed as the responsible choice. Home-based support was seen as risky or temporary. Aging science hadn't yet caught up to the importance of autonomy, movement, and purpose. The cause was outdated thinking. The effect was over-reliance on facilities designed for convenience, not longevity. Today, newer models show different outcomes. Programs that combine in-home care, community support, and assisted living alternatives consistently show better physical function, lower depression rates, and slower cognitive decline. The pattern is clear across millions of Americans. Environments that preserve choice preserve health. So, what can people over 60 apply today? First, delay institutionalization whenever safely possible by building layered support, home modifications, part-time caregivers, and community programs. Second, if a facility is necessary, choose one that prioritizes movement, decision-making, and personalized routines, not just medical oversight. Third, stay actively involved in choices, even small ones. Autonomy is not a luxury, it's protective. Here's the clear warning based on evidence. Entering a nursing home without a plan to preserve movement, choice, and mental stimulation significantly increases the risk of rapid decline. And here's the open thought to carry forward. If environment can accelerate aging this powerfully, what kind of environment could actually slow it down? If you want to understand the alternatives most families never hear about and how some seniors stay independent far longer than expected, subscribe now. The next chapter reveals the overlooked living model that quietly outperforms nursing homes in both health and happiness.